Minecraft PvP has changed a lot over the years. Some changes made the game way better. Some changes made people quit. And some things that everyone says are good, I honestly think are terrible. So today I'm going through 10 of my hottest Minecraft takes for PvP. And yeah, I already know some of you guys are going to disagree with me. Let's get into it. Crystal PvP looks insane when you watch someone who's really good at it. But actually playing it, it basically placing crystals, breaking crystals, swapping items, and hoping that you don't mess up one input. There's obviously a massive skill gap, but I think it's nearly as fun to watch traditional sword and max PvP way more than it is to watch crystal. And honestly, if you showed crystal PvP to someone who plays normal Minecraft and not PvP, they'd probably have absolutely no idea what's going on or who's winning. Number 9. Shield PvP is way too slow. Shields are useful, I get it. They stop attacks and give other defensive options. But they also change PvP a lot, and sometimes fights just become hit, shield, wait, shield gets disabled, hit, and then use shield, and both players are just back away and eat, and it just completely messes up the flow of the fight. It can make fights feel slower than they actually need to be. I think shields are good for Minecraft combat, but shouldn't be as important where you basically need a shield in every single fight. Number 8, this one only matters for 1.8 PvP and less, and high CPS doesn't actually mean that you're better. This is one of the biggest misconceptions of Minecraft PvP. Sometimes, when someone gets to 20 CPS, or buys a mouse that can get to 20 CPS very easily, and they suddenly think that they're going to be the best PvP player of all time for 1.8. CPS definitely matters in certain situations, but having insane CPS doesn't automatically give you better aim, movement, spacing, or game sense. I'd rather fight someone with good aim and 5 CPS than someone who's clicking 20 and they don't know how to move very well. Number 7. Sprint resetting should not be so important. This one might sound weird, but I don't think Minecraft PvP should depend so heavily on resetting your sprint. A huge part of modern PvP is basically making sure that you're constantly resetting your sprint so the next hit gives more knockback and pushes the other person further away. And this can be useful for a combo. And obviously, these skills are involved. There's skills involved, but sometimes it feels like you're spending more time thinking about when to reset your sprint than actually fighting the person. I think PvP would be more interesting if movement, aim, positioning, and timing mattered more than constantly performing the same mechanical reset. The best PvPer shouldn't just be the person with the best muscle memory, it should be the person that can make the best decisions on the fly. Number 6 is kind of similar. W tapping is overrated. W tapping is useful, but I think people act like it's the secret technique to automatically making you better with combos. You can know every W tapping technique in the game and still get destroyed if your aim and movement are bad. A lot of newer players focus way too much on learning specific clicking or movement techniques instead of actually learning spacing. Sometimes the best PvP isn't the one doing the most complicated movement, they're just the one constantly hits while staying out of your range. So yeah, W tapping is important, but I think people give it way more credit than it's actually due. Number 5. Movement is more important than aim. A lot of people focus way too much on clicking and aim, but if your movement is terrible, your aim isn't going to save you. Good movement lets you control spacing, dodge hits, reset fights, and force your opponent into bad positions. But you can have insane aim and still lose because you're standing in the exact same spot the entire fight. Movement is one of the most underrated parts of Minecraft PvP. Number 4. I think Netherite made PvP less interesting. Netherite is obviously better than Diamond Armor, and that's literally the exact point of Netherite. But from a PvP perspective, I think gear progression makes it less interesting. Diamond already gave you a ton of protection. Then Netherite came along and basically said, what if we make everything stronger with 0 knockback? And now a lot of servers make special rules around Netherite because it can completely change fights. Sometimes limitations actually make PvP more fun. PvP servers should stop giving everyone the same kit. Number 3. A lot of PvP servers basically give everyone the exact same gear and call it competitive. There should be a game mode where some people get given some stuff and other people get given other stuff, and you gotta figure out how to beat the other person. And different kits create ways and more interesting fights. Imagine having a rank system where you could choose between different loadouts. Maybe one kit focuses on movement, the other focuses on combat, another is all about close range fighting. It would give players more ways to develop their own playstyles instead of letting everyone copy the same meta. Number 2. The mace was a bad addition to PvP. Okay, this is probably my hottest take. The mace was a bad addition to PvP. And I'm not saying the mace is a bad item. I think it's a really cool weapon in single player. The problem is what it does in fights. In normal PvP, it's about spacing, movement, combos, timing, and position. But when someone elytras up and goes down and kills you and your entire health bar disappears, it's not necessarily bad for survival Minecraft, but for competitive PvP, I don't think it fits. It creates situations where one mistake can instantly decide the entire fight. And the maze also focuses on players constantly think about vertical space instead of just worrying about the player that's in front of them. You're also thinking, is there a elytra on? Can they get above me? Can they land a smash? And it adds more interesting strategy, but I think the cost of making fights way more random and punishing. I would not remove the maze from Minecraft. I'd just make a separate competitive rule set where it's not allowed. And finally, number 1. Minecraft PvP is still one of the best PvP games. Even with all the problems, I think Minecraft PvP is still one of the best PvP games out there. There are so many different versions, mechanics, kits, and playstyles that you can spend years getting better. And that's what makes it so fun. You can be the best sword kit player, an axe player, a crystal player, a UHC player, or literally someone who just wants to play a random kit. And there's always something else to learn. Minecraft PvP isn't perfect, but honestly, that's the part that makes it interesting. And if you disagree with half these takes, that's probably a good thing, because Minecraft PvP would be very boring if everyone agreed on everything. So, what's your biggest Minecraft hot take? Drop in the comments and see you next one. Make sure to subscribe.